With McValue at McDonald's, you don't just get deals on the drinks. You get deals on McDonald's drinks. So when you're breaking a sweat, embrace the chill without breaking the bank. And when your crew is running on empty, keep your wallet full while refreshing the squad.
Grab a cold drink at a hot price, like a refreshing Coke Zero or sweet tea in any size for only $1.49. Price and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Celebrate 95 years of better appliance shopping at Bray & Scarf's anniversary sale. Going on now. Save big on in-stock refrigerators and best-selling washers and dryers. Plus, get savings on top of savings with stackable rebates on select GE Profile and Cafe packages. With nearly a century of expertise, Bray & Scarf will always get you the best deal on the best new appliances. So hurry to any of Bray & Scarf's convenient locations or shop online at brayandscarf.com, where it doesn't cost more to get more.
Hello, everyone. I just want to tell you about a podcast I think you'll enjoy. If you're like me, I'm always on the podcast apps looking for something else scary to add to my feed. And this one is called The Most Terrifying Places in America by the Travel Channel. On the podcast, they visit some of the creepiest locations across the United States. They go to a hotel in New England where guests wake up and they're covered in scratches. My personal favourite is the one where there's a church in the middle of the woods and the security guards have to stay there for the night, and it's really, really creepy. There's so many different places on there. Get yourself a nice coffee or tea, pop it on and enjoy. Listen to The Most Terrifying Places in America wherever you get your podcast.
Celebrate 95 years of better appliance shopping at Bray & Scarf's anniversary sale. Going on now. Save big on in-stock refrigerators and best-selling washers and dryers. Plus, get savings on top of savings with stackable rebates on select GE Profile and Cafe packages. With nearly a century of expertise, Bray & Scarf will always get you the best deal on the best new appliances. So hurry to any of Bray & Scarf's convenient locations or shop online at brayandscarf.com, where it doesn't cost more to get more.
Hello, I'm Sarah.
And I'm Toby.
And welcome to day 4 of 14 days of summer fear. I've got 2 spooky stories to share today. I'll get straight into them. Are you ready for the first story?
Yes, I am.
In the summer of 2022, me and my girlfriend were attacked by a werewolf. In the summer of 2022, in the dead of night in rural Canada, me and my girlfriend at the time were attacked by a werewolf and lived to tell the tale. The encounter. Sometime in late June of 2022, at roughly midnight, me and my girlfriend were laying awake in bed, relaxing and enjoying relief from the recent heat wave as the house would cool down the later it got into the night. The window was open, the curtains gently flapping as the fan passed over it. Out of the corner of my eye, I could see the telltale glow through the closed section of the curtains that something had tripped my backyard sensor light. My girlfriend, who will now be called Kay going forward, sat up and reached for the curtains to look outside. "I don't see anything," she said, closing the curtain again and lying back down. A minute or so passes, and the light comes back on. The light once again peeking through the closed curtain. This time I get up to check. Rolling out of bed and throwing open the curtain, I see nothing. No, there's something looking over the backyard fence. It looks like the head of a large dog. It's all white. The eyes are glistening in the dark, with a telltale glimmer of a wild animal caught in the dark as the light passes over it. It's a dog, I mutter. Over the next few seconds, it quickly dawns on me. That can't be right. My fence is 5 feet tall. There's no way a dog could just pop his head over the fence without also climbing over it. Or, no, that's not possible. I step back from the window. This isn't right. I did not see that. No dog can stand and look over a fence without throwing its paws up over it. This has to be some kind of prank. Dogs don't stand like that. No, that was something else. I run to the corner of the room and throw my gun-safe door wide, reaching for my grandfather's old hunting rifle and shotgun. I grab a fistful of shells, pocket a few into my robe, and jam one into the shotgun, before tossing it onto the bed next to Kay. Get ready to open the window, I snap, as I slam the magazine into the old rifle and cycle the bolt, ready to shoot at whatever I saw. Kay stands up, slowly at first, but then quickly moves into position and throws the window open. I ready the rifle and take aim. Nothing. Pitch black. Just nothing. A few moments tick by. Then I hear a scratching sound, metallic. The door that leads out from my backyard to the woods. Something just opened it. I hold my breath. Out of the corner of my eye, I glance at Kay. She's white as a ghost, frozen in place. It's there. Something walked through the open gate. Big something. The light snaps on again. Massive, white, a wolf. But very, very not a normal wolf. Its front and back legs elongated, and much, much more human in shape. Its hair is entirely white and coarse. Claws, massive claws on all its limbs. Its fangs are bared, and it's slowly inching toward the house on all fours. Its dark eyes glistening in the glow of the centre light. Then it stands up, slowly. It's much taller than a man, easily 7 feet tall. It places one elongated arm on the side of my garage and sniffs the air. It suddenly snaps and looks toward the window at me and Kay. Boom. One round straight from my old grandpa's rifle, right smack into its chest. No hesitation. My whole body aches from the recoil of this massive rifle. I cycle the bolt as the creature buckles backward, throwing its arms out towards us, as its chest blows back and its head slumps into its chest. But it's still standing. Time feels as if it slows as I watch the creature, still standing, go limp and slowly raise its head back up. There's blood dripping from its mouth. Its eyes narrow, and it screams a guttural sound toward us. Run. One word is all I can manage as I throw the window closed. Kay is stunned. Motionless, eyes glazed over in sheer terror. I feel the fear, the same absolute terror as her, at what just happened. I can still move. I wrap one arm around her and pull her from the window as something massive and heavy slams into the side of the house with a loud, angry growl. The wall shakes from the force of the creature hitting the house, and I hear wood crack. Hide. I push Kay ahead of me and shout, "Get in the bathroom," as I grab the shotgun off the bed. Throwing the rifle over my shoulder, I start loading the shotgun, each shell snapping into the tube with a loud thunk. My dog has now entered the scene. He starts barking his silly little arf arf noises as we blow out of the bedroom. Kay grabs him by the collar and drags him into the bathroom behind her. "You shot it," she screams. "I don't think it cared," I say in disbelief as I slam the bathroom door behind us. Kay and my dog curl up against the wall, furthest from my door. My dog trembles and whimpers. Kay is crying. I sit in front of them, the rifle laying on the floor, the shotgun in my hands trained on the door. I can hear it outside the house. It's walking around behind us, on the rocks outside the bathroom wall, emitting a low, growling noise. It can't get us in here. The only way in is through that door, and the only window in is a slit, a tiny little vent to let moisture out. It can't rip the house down to get us, right? I hope. Night ends. Time passes, silence from time to time, and at others, the sound of it brushing against the house or stepping on the rocks outside. I don't know how long we sat there, but at some point, the sounds went away, just stopped, and we saw the sun slowly rise through the window slit. I slowly opened the door and crept from the bathroom, shotgun drawn and ready. The house was intact, doors closed, windows sealed, nothing out of place. I sigh with relief and drop dead tired to the floor. We're safe. But that was a werewolf, right? No way that was a bear or someone in a suit. It's not possible. Kay creeps out of the bathroom, letting my dog go as he starts to run around the house and aggressively sniff everything, like something had been in the house without his permission. "What do we do now?" she pleads. "I'm going to make a call, get dressed, eat something." I pick up my cell phone and call the 2 people I know will come running. I call my uncle, and he picks up on the second ring. And before he can even say hello, I blurt, "Uncle, guns, my house, now." There's a brief moment of silence, and then "I'll be there," and he hangs up. The hunt. Sleep deprived, tired, running on fumes and frozen waffles. I sit on my porch clutching the shotgun and watching the woods out back. 45 minutes after placing the call, my uncle and his son show up, geared up for war, each packing a rifle and shotgun, head to toe in camo and army surplus gear. "What are we hunting?" he says, completely calm as he looks me over. "A wolf," I say, staring into the woods. I fill them in on what happened, then take them around the house. We look for any clues, any evidence, something real we can use to track it. But there's nothing, just a crack in the wood by the window, one tiny drop of dried blood on the wall, and another by the garage where I shot it. That's it. We spent the next couple of hours of the early morning patrolling the woods looking for anything. Not so much as a footprint or claw mark was found anywhere near my house or the woods in the surrounding area. It was gone. Did it succumb to the wound or just leave? I had no clue. We cut the search off and all went home. It's been 2 years and a few months since this happened. And every summer since, I swear I hear something big outside my house, out in the woods. It crashes through the trees, occasionally making a strange noise here and there. I don't know if it's still out there, and I don't want to find out what it really was. I know what I saw looked like a big, mean werewolf right out of a movie. This is a very unique story. I loved it. And I also loved that it was a white werewolf as well.
Yeah.
What do you think about it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know what I'd do. I'd just be like, alright, hey.
I did actually, when I first read it, I was like, maybe it just wants to say hello. You don't necessarily know it wants to kill you. You know? Maybe it just wanted to borrow some sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's just a bit shy.
Yeah. And interesting that they continue to hear noises from the forest afterwards. So maybe it kind of knows, okay, I can't be borrowing any sugar. I'm staying out of that place.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm still here, watching you. Are you ready for the second and final story?
Yes, I am.
One weird summer. So growing up, I went to a pretty big 900 acres and well-known Boy Scout camp in Ohio. The staff would always tell stories of ghosts and omens in the camp. The camp had a heavy Native American influence. I always thought these were just stories. One summer I worked there and experienced a lot of things for myself. I'll share a few stories, but won't write all of them due to the amount, unless people want to hear more. A few notes about the camp are: this camp does not have much electricity, with a few exceptions, and in the campsite there were just canvas tents, an open pavilion and a latrine. Troops stay there for a full week, and then new troops come for the next week. First story is about a man named Hutch. Hutch was one of the founders of the camp, and I believe was a camp director long ago. It was always told that after taps was played, curfew for the camp, and a scout was out of their campsite, he would walk with them. He would try to direct you in the correct way to get you back to your campsite. If you heard footsteps to your left, he would want you to turn left. If you heard them in front of you, he wanted you to keep going. If you heard them behind you, he wanted you to turn around, and so on. If you heard him walking, it was said that you could say, "It's okay, Hutch, I know my way," and he would leave. Flash forward to when I worked there. The paths in the wood to get back to the staff site were flooded, so myself and 2 other staff walked a main road to get to them. Scouts were not allowed to go near this road for their safety, and they had no reason to. As soon as we reached the road, we started hearing footsteps. At first, they were to our left, which was where the path was. Once we started walking on the road, they were behind us. Not sure if we were just hearing things, we stopped. There were a couple more steps behind us, then they stopped. We continued and tried this a few more times, with almost the exact same results every time. Finally, one of the guys I was with stops and says, "It's okay, Hutch. We know our way," and the steps start to walk away. We continued on and didn't hear them the rest of the time. Second story. Second story involves our radios. Only higher-up staff got them, and only one of the 3 female staff members had one. One night, a female voice comes through the radio and is crying and screaming for help. A silent emergency, an emergency only certain staff members know about, was issued, and a head count was performed. The crying and pleas for help keep coming through the radio every few minutes. One staff member goes to the tent the female staff member is in and discovers her still asleep with her radio sitting on its charger. The emergency was cancelled, and to this day, No one can explain it. The final story I will share involves the omens. One omen is of a white wolf with red eyes that, when seen, means something bad will happen over the course of the summer. The other is a white doe with blue eyes that brings a good summer. During our opening staff week, we were setting up camp and it had gotten late at night. Only a few staff were still out working. One of the last ones comes back, a program director, and joins a few of us sitting by the fire. Everyone says hi, but immediately notice this worried, scared look on his face. When I asked about it, he doesn't want to talk, but finally tells us, because we're all directors and assistant directors. He tells us that while coming back, he felt an overwhelming cold sensation. And when he turned around, he saw the white wolf standing on the path behind him. We all wondered about what it was warning us about. Everything was good until Scout Week 2 of 7. A few scouts got very sick, but it happened so no one batted an eye about it. The next week, significantly more scouts got sick. And it just keeps getting worse every week. Staff were getting sick, and whole campsites were quarantined. We called in health departments from several counties to help us solve the problem. But no one could figure out why this was happening. They even did soil and water tests all around the camp. I fully believe the white wolf was warning us about it.
Popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-in and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
I'ma put you on, nephew. I've been hitting up McDonald's for years, saying I need the snack wrap. What's up with that snack wrap? Is the snack wrap back yet?
All right,
When we get to the window, I got this.
Welcome to McDonald's. Can I take your order?
Miss, I posted and sent DMs every day. Now it's back. We need snack wraps.
What's a snack wrap?
It's the return of something great.
Oh, so what you're saying is...
Snack wrap is back.
A lot of paranormal activity in this camp. What I found really interesting as well, and coincidental, was that it was another white wolf, but not a werewolf, just a wolf in this story. But they work quite well together, I thought.
Yeah.
I love that the guy guides them back to bed, to their camp, if they're up too late. It's like, come on, off you go. Get in there. Time to, lights out, time to sleep. I love that wherever you go on camp, there are always ghost stories about the campsite. Like me, I had it. Did they still do that though? Because you didn't have any ghost stories told you when you went to camp, did you?
Nah, but there's a whole other thing.
Yeah, we've spoken about that before. But when I was a kid, they used to deliberately frighten you, the teachers and stuff, and tell you ghost stories.
Soft nowadays.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? That
they
takes
just want you to be oh, it's just soft.
Yeah, it takes the fun out of it. If I was a camp leader, I'd be telling all the ghost stories.
Yeah. Well, that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed and we'll catch up with you again soon.
We will indeed. We'll catch you again tomorrow. Take care, everyone.
Bye.
popsicles, sprinklers, a cool breeze. Talk about refreshing. You know what else is refreshing this summer? A brand new phone with Verizon. Yep, get a new phone on any plan with Select Phone Trade-in and My Plan. And lock down a low price for 3 years on any plan with My Plan. This is a deal for everyone, whether you're a new or existing customer. Swing by Verizon today for our best phone deals. 3-year price guarantee applies to then current base monthly rate only. Additional terms and conditions apply for all offers.
These days, you've got two choices: buying a new car or making the one you've got run like new. That's why we have thousands of ASE certified technicians to help you get more out of your car. Firestone Complete Auto Care. Book now at firestoneauto.com.
Filtrete brand air filters help capture unwanted particles in your indoor air, like dust, pet dander, bacteria, and viruses, and have similar airflow across all MERV and MPR levels. Now available in more dimensions and sizes.